I'm Emily Balmert, and I am a senior on the Harvard women's golf team.
Average score?
Average score in the 70s, maybe
Okay.
mid to high 70s.
And who do you work with?
I work with Coach Rhoads.
Emily is a very much I would say a good technical player who's very feel-based. So we don't get into a whole lot of technical stuff when we work, mostly because most of her angles tend to be flexible. Emily has an extra vertebrae in her back. We found out last year, so
Wow.
part of the reason why she can do more stuff or get into extra.
In addition to the video, what we're going to be using today is we have a hip sensor and a shoulder sensor. And if you look at the chart on the wall there, these are the tour averages. And during the lesson, as we watch the video, we're also going to be seeing those numbers at different points in the swing. So the 4 different spots in the swing would be address, top of the swing, impact, and finish. So we'll pull out some of those numbers and do some comparisons to the tour pros. If I draw a red line where your shoulders are right here, like this, and then we look over at Annika and look at her shoulder tilt, see the difference? So you're just coming a little bit out of your posture at the top. Now some of that is because you overturn. Do you know what X factor is? Have you ever heard that term? X factor is the difference between the two. So your difference between these two numbers is 39. And in general, the higher the number, the more torque or the more power you have. What I'd like to do is to cut down on your hip turn. Your shoulder turn would also go down, but if you can keep the difference the same, you don't lose any power, but your swing is a little bit more, compact and under control. The little gizmos that you're wearing, I can make it beep when you get to a certain angle.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
So come on out. The good way to do this would be to go very slowly back, and as soon as you hear the beep, swing the other way.
Good one, Em.
Yeah, so if I put you at the top of that one, you see how you're only turning 41 with the hips? Now let's see what your shoulders were. Now see, you still have a 40-degree difference between those two. And that's what it was before, right? It was about 40 degrees. So your X factor actually is staying the same. You're not going to lose any power, but your swing will be a lot more controllable.
I learned a lot. It's funny to see yourself swing. I know I have a big swing, but I don't think I realized that it was that extreme.
So echoing Emily's statements, it's kind of like hearing your voice for the first time. When you see yourself, sometimes your awareness, the difference between feel and real tends to be a little bit different, sometimes more different than you think it is. A lot of things that we saw, as Emily said, they're things that we have seen before. It's just solidifying those. When technique's good, then she can really go out and play and start competing, which is what she's really fantastic at doing. So.